From the Detroit Free Press in the heart of the Motor City, it's Tuesday, October 8th. Here are today's top stories.
This is John Gallagher of the Detroit Free Press reporting that General Motors would like to close a major site on Detroit's riverfront. It's the joint training center that GM operates with the United Auto Workers Union. Yes, that's the same UAW now striking GM for almost a month. This joint training center on the river is large, relatively new, and comes with enchanting views of the Detroit River and of Canada across the way. Whether GM actually gets to close the site figures in the contract talks now underway between GM and its union. As for what might come next there, well, stay tuned for more.
I'm Great Lakes and Environment reporter Keith Matheny. The State Health Department orders widespread aerial pesticide spraying to kill mosquitoes amid an outbreak of the deadly EEE virus. But such spraying threatens other bugs too, including potentially one of the world's rarest butterflies. As of Monday, more than 500,000 acres of Michigan had received the pesticide in parts of 14 southern Michigan counties. The spray is considered safe for humans and animals, but obviously not for bugs. The endangered Mitchell-Sater butterfly, which can only be found in parts of Michigan and Indiana, lives within the zone receiving spraying. Other threatened insects could also be affected, as well as beneficial pollinators such as bees. State health and natural resources officials say the seriousness of the EEE outbreak, with 9 human cases reported so far, makes the spraying necessary.
I'm Chris Hall with the Detroit Free Press. A federal lawsuit alleging a violation of free speech is settled in a wealthy Detroit suburb. 2 Birmingham residents sued the city, its mayor, and city attorney. They said city officials tried to stop their dissent of a proposed ballot measure during a city commission meeting in July. City residents were asked to vote on a multi-million-dollar bond sale. The sale would have paid for a new public parking deck and allowed private development on city land, including a 99-year lease to developers. Voters said no to the measure in August. The free speech lawsuit alleged the city and its officials violated the U.S. Constitution and Michigan's Open Meetings Act. The settlement included 3 points. 1 point is the city will not stop the cable broadcast of city commission meetings if a speaker engages in political advocacy, and it will allow speakers to engage in political advocacy.
This is J.C. Reindl for the Detroit Free Press. Dr. Michael Ambrose was in 6th grade in West Bloomfield in the mid-'90s when he started an online T-shirt business around the dial-up internet meme Dancing Baby. Dancing Baby was a 3D animated baby that appeared on the 90s TV show Ally McBeal. Ambrose's website was the top search results page on Yahoo for the keywords Dancing Baby. Ambrose later used money from selling that business to go to med school. Today, he is the founder of a fast-growing medical records startup for camps and schools called Doc Network. Doc Network lets parents fill out health background forms for their kids just once, instead of each time for every camp.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department. Michigan football coach Jim Harbaugh met with the media on Monday, and while he induced a few more eye rolls as he continued to explain why his offense is close to breaking through, he really turned heads when discussing a more macro issue. Harbaugh was asked about the recently passed California law that will allow college athletes to make money on their name and likeness, a violation of current NCAA rules. Initially, Harbaugh expressed some wariness, saying he doesn't know how that will pan out. But he then said one way the college football model should change is to allow players to enter the NFL draft whenever they want. Right now, players must be 3 years removed from high school graduation. But Harbaugh said not only should you be allowed to declare for the draft after your freshman year, but if a player isn't drafted, he should be allowed back into school and on scholarship. Well, that would certainly shake up the way things go in football nowadays.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. And sign up for the Daily Briefing newsletter. See you tomorrow.